Finally. Gee whiz, man. Gee whiz, man. Microphone working. Alright. We finally, so what did we do yesterday? It took me like a couple hours to finally get that done yesterday. Cybersecurity 101. I was on. Oh, I was demonstrating. Who's the best player? Tired. Next achievement. Understand every OWASP vulnerable. So I'm going to web hacking. I guess that's part of OWASP. I don't know. Hydra. Alright, so I guess we're doing web hacking. Learn about JavaScript, SQL, Burp Suite. Let's try it out. I don't know. Tired, dude. Say that. Tired. Kind of cold too. Well, I'm kind of cold. Web application overview. Consider an analogy of a web application as a planet. Astronauts travel to the planet to explore its surface, similar to how someone uses a web browser to explore or browse a web application. What? I'm tired, dude. Every time I try to do something using my brain, I just get tired. Really tired. Consider the analogy of a web application as a planet. That makes no fucking sense. What? You can imagine the whole planet. If I can stop yawning. I can't read this thing. Every 10 seconds I'm yawning. But yawn again. Why do we yawn? Let's say something about your brain needs oxygen. I don't know why I'm yawning. I know I'm tired. I know why I'm yawning, but a lot is going on under the surface. You can imagine the whole planet as a web server. Fuck me, dude. I can't get past a sentence about fucking just yawning my ass off. You can imagine the whole planet as a web server with many things going on under the surface of the web server. You can imagine the whole planet as a web server. And many things going on under the surface of the web server. Yet, we all can usually see the surface of web pages or apps. We can now explore the various components that make up web application. Front end. The front end can be considered similar to the surface of the planet. The parts the astronaut can see and interact with based on the laws of nature. A web application would have a user interface. I'm just tired. You know what? Every time I try to study it, I had to force myself to do my Duolingo. I'm on day 101 on Duolingo. 101. Duolingo. Who the fuck's Alicia? Why is she following me? I know. And that's what I'm saying, man. Fucking dude, I'm trying to read this shit. It doesn't even make sense. What the fuck does that have to do? I don't even understand that. The front end can be centered. Yeah, some of their explanations don't fucking make any sense, man. The location would have user interact with it and use a number of technologies such as HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Dude, what the fuck is CSS? I always forgot. What is CSS? Not Counter-Strike Source. Cascading style sheets. I remember doing HTML back in MySpace days. Hypertext markup language is a foundational aspect of web applications. It is a set of instructions or code that instructs a web browser on what to display and how to display it. It can be compared. Yeah, thank God we got the planets out of here, and just tell me what the fuck the shit is. I'm glad we're done talking about planets now. Just tell me what the fuck we're trying to do. These organisms, what the fuck? It could be compared to simple organisms living on a planet. HTML is like a cell organism, evidently, with DNA. That doesn't make any sense. Fuck, man. It could be bad. I know what HTML is. It instructs a web browser on how to display, what to display, and how to display it. Okay. See it. Cascading style sheets in web applications describes a standard appearance, such as certain colors, types of text, and layouts. That's what I thought that was, you know? Because I always noticed with HTML, you have CS. Don't you have CS? Yeah, you actually. All those make up a web page, can't they? I don't know, I'm not a webmaster. I don't fucking make web applications, but I remember messing with HTML all the time. JavaScript. Ain't that a program? Look, fucking random planet. Okay, it's cascading style sheets. Describes how appearance, such as colors, types of text, and layouts. Continuing the analogy with the DNA. Compared to the parts of DNA that describe the color, shape, size, and texture of simple organisms. These organisms have DNA, which is the instructions for how these simple organisms are put together. Now we're doing science and shit with web applications. JavaScript is part of a web application. Oh, fuck. What do you hear about planets right now? Oh, shit. I feel like this is gonna take me forever because I'm so fucking bored on this already. Jesus Christ. JavaScript is a part of web application front end that enables more complex activity in the web browser, whereas HTML can be considered what? JavaScript is part of the front end. That's all front end, yeah. Enables more complex activity. It's so hard working fucking an 8-hour computer job and coming here and doing this. God. I work at a fucking. I had an IT job. Now I'm working at an ISP. And their IT department's like tiny. There's like 3 people in their IT department, so there's no way to even get there. Jesus Christ, man. JavaScript is part of the application that front end that enables more complex activity in the web browser. Enables more activity? What do you mean? It does. It's a JavaScript. It's easier to just Google this shit. What is JavaScript? Because that's not explaining shit. Programming language. I knew it was that. It's used to create dynamic animations. Okay, cool. That's all I needed to fucking know. I didn't need some fucking need to know it's Mars or like a DNA. It's like JavaScript is like coming over your wall. JavaScript is more an advanced set of instructions that allows choices and decisions to be made on what to display in an planet analogy. JavaScript can be considered the brain of an advanced organism, which allows decision. That makes sense. I can understand that being like the brain. Okay. Now I'm kind of getting what they're saying. Kind of. I don't fucking know. Back end. The back end. The back end. That's right. The back end of a web application is things you don't see within a web browser, but are important for the web application to work. On a planet, these are the non-visual things. The structures that keep a building standing. The air, the gravity that keeps the feet on the ground. A database is where... What? Today is that day, man. A database is where the information can be stored, modified, or retrieved. A web application may want to store and retrieve information about visitors' preferences on what to show or not. This would be stored in the database. A planet may have more advanced inhabitants who store information about locations in books, write notes in a diary, or put books in a library and files in the filing cabinet. There are many other infrastructure components underpinning web applications, such as web servers, application servers, storage, and various networking devices, and other software that support the web application. On the planet, these are the roads that are present, the cars that run on these roads, the fuel that power the cars, the infrastructure, the energy plant, a wet ass firewall. A web application firewall. What the fuck? That's a wet ass firewall. That wet ass pussy. Wet ass web application firewall is an optional component for web applications. It helps filter. I figured that's a thing. I figured it'd be part of the. Yeah, I figured it'd be part of just the network protocol or some shit. We were hosting that one. I'm confused. That really confused. A web application firewall is an optional component for web applications. Helps filter out dangerous requests away from the web server. I'm tired as fuck. And provides an element of protection. This can be considered to how a planet's atmospheres can protect inhabitants from harmful UV. Summary: there are many components involved in delivering a web application. Front-end components like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript focus on the experience inside the browser. Back-end components such as a web server, database, or web application firewall are the engine under the surface that enables the web application to function. The simple introduction will be built upon the common task. What component of computer is responsible for hosting and delivering content for web applications? That's the database. Back end? Is that what you want? I don't know. Fuck, we just... Oh, the web server. Fuck, I just read that. What tools used to access the interact with web applications? What tools used to access and interact with web applications? Why am I not? I'm not even processing what that's asking me. Huh? What tool is used to access and interact with the web explorer? Fuck, I'm confused. What tool is? Huh? I don't know. Huh? Which component acts as a protective layer? Web application firewall. That's 3. What the fuck? How I'm just not processed. What tools used to access internet web applications? I keep thinking web server. I don't know. You know, I don't. Dude, I'm so tired. I'm so what? What the fuck is it really asking me? I don't even know what it's even asking me. A web browser? Oh, I'm tripping. I'm tired, dude. Oh, I guess it is a web browser. I hate when I hate this website. Sometimes it explains it. I hate when it just gives you the answer. I want you to explain it, not just give me the fucking answer. Uniform, that's a URL. Yeah, uniform resource locator. A uniform resource locator is a web address that lets you access all kinds of online content, whether it's garbage, a web page, a video. I'm tired. Oh man. I just googled that one. I'm so damn tired. Man, sometimes I overcomplicate this shit when I'm trying to understand this shit, but I mean, I got a good understanding of all this pretty much, but there's always something down. There's always a little piece of information that I didn't know that it helps. But fuck, man, I'm tired. How are you going about all this? What do you mean? What do you mean I'm just doing it. I don't know, I'm tired, dude. I'm working all damn day. And I try to at least study at least an hour or two a day. I hate it when it's just all reading. The reading lessons suck. I hate reading. Uniform. The anatomy of a URL. Yeah. The scheme. I ain't even heard of a scheme before. Look, this shit about the path, the query string, the fragment. That's a certain type of URL. The user, the host, domain, the path, the query string. That's kind of weird. Think of a URL as being made up of several parts, each playing a different role in helping you find the right resource. Understanding how these parts fit together is important for browsing the web, developing the web applications, and even troubleshooting problems. I'm not too really big on web, like SQL attacks and shit. I'm not really too big on web hacking because that seems like it's a whole different ball game. Here's a breakdown of the key components. The scheme. The scheme is the protocol used to access the website. And the most common are HTTP. Everything's HTTPS. Now I don't think you can even find an HTTP fucking website anymore. A user. Yeah, some users can include a user's login. That's like what FTP and shit. For sites that require authentication, this usually happens mostly in URLs that need credentials to access certain resources. However, it's rare nowadays because putting login details on the URL isn't very safe. Yeah. Host domain. The host or domain is the most important. The query string is the part of the URL that starts with a question mark. It's often used for things like search items or form inputs. That's like Google. Search query string. Oh, that's cool. So that's what that is. It's often used for things like returns or form inputs. Since users can modify these query strings, it's important to handle them securely to prevent attacks like injections, where malicious code can be added. A fragment. The fragment, what is the fragment? I don't know. The fragment starts with a hash symbol. Is there any fragments in here? The hash symbol helps point to a specific section of a website. Oh man. You subscribe? No, that's cool. Hell yeah, I appreciate it. I don't do nothing but just I just study, man. Sometimes it's fun when I'm doing the active lesson and not just reading. 120 minutes. Gosh darn, I don't want to read all that. Fuck, man. What's next? JavaScript essentials. I guess you gotta understand it before I can interact with it. SQL fundamentals. JavaScript essentials. Oh, there. Oh, this is when we start fucking doing shit. Okay, whatever. Okay, the fragment, blah, 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 helps point to a specific section of a website. It's like jumping directly into a particular heading or a table. Users can modify this too. So, like with query strings, it's important to check and clean up any data here to avoid issues like injection attacks. Which protocol provides encrypted communication and ensures secure data transmission on a web browser? That's the host. Scheme. That's a scheme. Oh fuck, I don't know. Which protocol? What do you mean which protocol? Protocol. I don't know. It's usually right there. Would it not be the scheme? Maybe I should have read all of it. Moves around. Blah 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 blah. What? The host of domain is the most important part of the URL because it tells you which website you're accessing. Every domain name has to be unique and registered through a domain registrar. From a security standpoint, look for domains named that appear almost like real ones but have small differences. Typo Squad. Is that like goggle.com instead of Google? What's Typo Squad? What is Typo Squad? Typos. Yeah, it's like goggle.com instead of Google. I don't know. I guess it is. I guess I gotta get through this shit. It's not very interesting, I tell you right there, right now. What protocol provides encryption? I don't know. I'm just gonna. Is it asking for HTTP? Is that what you're asking me? Oh. Are you asking for HTTPS? That's a weird question. Which term describes the practice of registering the domains or... Oh, typo. I just googled it. Typo squatting. A part of URL is used to pass information such as search terms or form input. That's the query string. Okay, HTTP messages. Oh, I love that shit. You can see that all day long in Wireshark. Wireshark is awesome, man. I used to fuck out Wireshark. I love that shit. Oh, I ain't got my network adapter plugged in. No. How long you been doing? How long you? What do you mean? What do you mean? How long? Oh, you're talking to him? I'm so confused. Oh, I've been doing this not even a month. And it's fucking. And some of these lessons take forever. Like some of the shit right here, it said like that one was supposed to take a day, or it's supposed to take. It said 30 minutes. That shit took me like 3 hours to do. You know. HTTP HTTP messages are packets of data exchanged between a user and a client in the web server. These messages are very important for understanding how web applications work because they show how users. I forgot he's got that fucking thing on. Because they show how users' requests and the server's responses are communicated. Imagine an example of an HTTP request and HTTP response, where you can see key parts like the method, URL headers, and status codes. These are what make the client. Where have I seen this before? I've seen that. I've seen this shit. Where I have seen these? Is that in Wireshark? Is that where I've seen that before? No, not. Is that what I'm fucking? I'm trying to think. That's fucking not the right one. Alright, what's it? HTTP. What's that one website? That's not fucking HTTP website. HTTP forever. Is that? I think that's what that is. HTTP forever. It looks familiar. I feel like I don't know where I see that. Where have I seen that from? Oh, I think it has been Wireshark. I think that was Wireshark. I've seen that from Ethernet frame. Okay, I don't know. I'm getting way off topic. Okay. Fuck. All right. HTTP. Yeah, HTTP requests and HTTP responses. Each message follows a specific form that helps both the user and yeah, this shit's brutal, boy. Start line. The start line is like the introduction of the message. It tells you what kind of message is being sent, whether it's a request from the user or a response from the server. This line also gives important details about how the message should be handled. The start line. Where's this? Where are these messages at? Are these on? Are these packets being sent or what? I'm not understanding where these HTTP messages are being sent from. To and from the web browser to the web server to the website. I don't know. I'm confused on this shit right here. Start line is like the introduction of the message. It tells you what message is being sent, whether it's a request from a user or a response from the server. This line also gives important details about how the message should be handled. Headers. Headers are made up of key value pairs that provide extra information about the HTTP key. Oh. Yeah, they always. Because I was gonna try. What was that? What's the other website? Is it Hackbox? Hackbox or whatever? I can't remember the other website. Everyone said the TryHackMe is easier, so you should try TryHackMe first before you do Hack the Box. And shit. 2-3 months. That's pretty good. Yeah, I feel like just in a week I've learned a lot about Metasploit and Nmap. Fuck. I used to be intimidated by Nmap and Metasploit, and now I kind of got an understanding of how to use it. I didn't know you can use Metasploit and you can do what Metasploit-script vuln, and it works on any Nmap. I thought that, and then you can create your own script, but you can use that script and it works. Like, I didn't know. That's fucking cool, man. Nmap's pretty cool. Well, Metasploit and Nmap, kind of, where they kind of integrate together. Are they both created by the same people? Are they? Who created Metasploit? Is it 7-Zip? 7 Rapid 7. Nmap is someone else. Network mapper. Gordon Lyon. That guy looks funny. Damn. Oh. Hack the box. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was hack the box. Shit. I don't even have my cat. I keep saying I keep having. I don't. Oh, my cats are outside. That's why they're not in here. Oh, shit. Come on. Get in here. I forgot you're outside. Fuck, baby. I was wondering where the fuck you were at. Headers are made up key value pairs. Get away from the computer fans, damn it. Headers are made up of key value pairs that provide extra information about HTTP message. They give instructions to both the client and the server handling a request or response. These headers cover all sorts of things like security, content types, blah 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 blah. Making sure everything goes smoothly in the communication. What are you doing, baby? Empty line. The empty line is a little divider that separates the header from the body. Why do I feel like this is something to do with HTML? Huh. What are HTTP messages? The packets of data exchange. So I have seen some of this in Wireshark. Something similar to that in Wireshark. So the empty line is a little divider that separates the header from the body. It's essential because it shows where the header stops and where the actual content of the message begins. Okay, without this empty line, the message might get messed up and the client or server could misinterpret it, causing errors. Huh. It's kind of like payloads and stuff for the data packet. The body is where the actual data is stored. Well, I'm so tired. In a request, the body might include data the user wants to send, like to the server, like form data. In a response, it's where the server puts the content that the user requested, like a web page or API data. What's API? Application Programming Interface is a set of rules and protocols for building software applications. An API allows different software programs to communicate with each other. It defines methods of communication between various components, including the kinds of requests that can be made, how they're made, the data formats that should be used, and conventions to follow. Huh. Why understanding HTTP messages matter. These messages are the foundation of how web applications communicate. If they're structured properly, everything works smoothly. Knowing how they work will help you diagnose issues in web communication, which means better performance and reliability for your web application. It's also crucial for security. Understanding HTTP messages help you implement strong security measures to protect data during transmission. Would any of this matter for HTTPS? Which HTTP message is returned by the web server after processing a client's request? I don't know. Oh, you just told me. Response? HTTP response. What follows the headers in the HTTP message? What follows the headers? What do you mean? The start line? What follows is that? What follows is what's behind it. Empty line. Okay. Fuck me. That's crazy. I'm still in the learning part of on TryHackMe. Shit, I ain't even try to. I keep getting emails saying to do the security operations center simulator. I ain't even tried challenges yet. I'm still just trying to learn. That's crazy. I don't even have my A plus. Any certification I got is the fucking those Google certs, but don't mean nothing. I kept meaning to get my A plus, but man, that's fucking. It's like $400 to get your A plus right now. Man, I can get some water or something. Can't stop yawning. Request line and methods. Boy, I really want to get all this shit done. Oh my god. Holy shit. An HTTP request is what a user sends to a web server. Interact with a web application, make something happen. Since these requests are often the first point of contact between the user and the web server, knowing how they work is super important, especially if you're into cybersecurity. HTTP get path user HTTP version. What versions of HTTP are there? Standard. I mean, all I've ever seen is 1.1. Huh. Oh, yeah. Well, I appreciate it, guys. So, yeah, we're all learning, huh? Man, I feel like I've been learning forever and I still don't know nothing. There's so much shit in IT. God, there's so much shit in IT. And I've been doing IT for like 20 years. Fuck. There's just so much shit to know. Where's my juice? Host, tryhackme.com, user agent, Mozilla. I always wonder what the fuck the Mozilla, what is that? I always thought it was Mozilla Firefox. User agent, what is the Mozilla 5 fucking, it says agent. User agent. I see that shit all the time. It confuses me what that is. In the case of the browser is compatible with the Mozilla rendering engine, which is Firefox. Mozilla Windows NT, Gecko. That's what always confuses me when I see that shit. Windows NT 10. It seems like no matter what, it always says Mozilla. Huh. I'm doing cyber union. And I don't feel like what's CPTS? I don't even know what I think what CPTS is. Going for CPT. That's cool. You got your CCNA and shit. That's pretty cool, man. This is. I heard those were hard to get. Look, you cat, you keep scamming me, baby. Oh, we need to get you in the cat cage. Here. Oh, baby. Oh. Here, get you set up. Get down the webcam in a minute. Alright. Let me set this. Boom. There you are, baby. Boom. Alright. Connection keep alive, HTTP headers and HTTP values. Imagine HTTP requests shown the key parts like the method, get or post, path, and version. These elements make up the basics of how a client user communicates with the server. Oops. Request line. The request line or start line is the first part of the HTTP request and tells the server what kind of request it's dealing with. It has three main parts: the HTTP method, URL path, and the HTTP version. Huh. Look at my cat. What is she doing? I gotta go piss. Where's my phone at, boy? What you doing, baby? What you doing, girl? You wanna go eat or something? You go eat. Alright, I'm tired. I can't tell if y'all are on YouTube or Twitch. I can't tell what y'all watching on. I think are y'all on YouTube watching? Can't ever tell. No, it says two watching. Yeah. Oh yeah, y'all on YouTube. All right. Method example. The request line or start line is the first part of the HTTP request. Tells the server what kind of request it's dealing with. Method, get path, version, HTTP methods. The HTTP method tells the server what action the user wants to perform on the resource identified by the URL path. Here are some of the most common methods and their possible security issue. Get. Use to fetch data from the server without making any changes. Reminder, make sure you're only exposing the data the user is allowed to see. Avoid putting sensitive information like tokens or passwords in GET requests since they can show up as plain text. Post. Sends data to the server, usually to create or update something. Reminder, always validate clean input to avoid the text that's equal rejection. I always heard about that, sanitizing this shit. Was that cross-site scripting? Is that what that is? XSS cross-site scripting. Put. These are meant. Put replaces or updates something on the server. Reminder, make sure the user is authorized to make changes before accepting a request. Huh. So is this the same as, would this be the same as HTTPS? I guess it does the same thing, but it'd be encrypted. Where's my juice at? That juice. Beautiful. I didn't realize that you were outside in the cold. Put replaces or updates something on the server. Delete, remove something. Okay, makes sense. Patch, updates part of a resource. It's useful for making small changes while replacing the whole thing, but always validates the data to avoid inconsistencies. Where are these methods be at? What would that look like? Would that be, oh, right there. Okay. Options. I don't remember. All I ever see is get and post. I've never seen anything other than get and post. Patch, head. I've never seen anything else. Patch. Updates part of a resource. It's useful for making small changes. Head works like get, but only retrieves headers, not the full content. It's handy for checking metadata. It's handy for checking metadata without downloading the full response. Options. Tells you what methods are available for a specific resource. Helping clients understand what they can do with the server. Trace. Similar to options. Options tell you what methods are available for a specific resource. Like, none of this is absorbing into my brain right now. I'm not really comprehending any of this shit. I'm just reading. I hate when I read and I'm not comprehending when I'm reading. I'm just reading. God, man. Fuck. Tells you what methods are available for a specific resource, helping clients understand what they can do with the server. Trace, similar to options, it shows which methods are allowed. Often for debugging, many servers disable it for the security reasons. Oh shit. Connect. Used to create a secure connection like HTTPS. It's not as common. What I've seen Connect. I feel like I have seen Connect. Have I seen Connect? Where's my? I want to mess with Wireshark now. HTTP. That's so crazy that everything's just plain text. Oh, game. I'm looking at data packets. Why is that red? What the hell is red meaning in? Where it tells. Where did I see that? Display filters. Oh no. Fuck! I already forgot how to use Wireshark. Where the fuck? There we go. No. I can't remember what the red shit means. And I forgot how to. I already forgot how to. Anyways, HTTP. Get. What was I looking at again? I forgot what I was even trying to find. I don't remember. I keep getting sidetracked. Alright. I don't know. Alright. Quit fucking with it. Oh yeah, that's what I was wanting to see. Fuck. Can you see that in HTTPS? Let's open. Just anything. Can you see? It'd just be under TCP, wouldn't it? God, look at it. God, look at that. OBS is going crazy. I don't. Look at OBS Studio is just fucking. Wow. Look at OBS Studio. What would HTTP be as? Would that be under TCP? Would it be under HTTP? It'd be TCP. Fuck. How do I see it? Fuck. How to view a HTTPS packet in Wireshark. SSL? Is it SSL? What do you mean SSL? Oh. There's a TLS. Oh, because the TLS encryption. What is quick? I forgot what that. Oh, that's part of the. I've never seen that. Didn't it say something about quick in this motherfucker? It just said something about quick. I thought it did. Encryption. TLS. So that's what. So that's what a HTTPS packet would be. Would it know it's HTTPS? What is a quick packet? Fuck. What is a quick packet? Or is it a protocol? A quick packet is data transmitted using the quick UDP protocol. Huh? What the hell is that? Man, there's been a few times in wondering about cows. Shit's hard, man. God. To view HTTPS back, you need to capture no. I know and type. HTTPS or SSL. Well, HTTPS ain't pop. There's TryHackMe. That's HTTPS. Can you just search HTTPS? No. TLS? It'd be all TLS or SSL, that's all. Okay. Huh. It looks different from HTTP. How can they look? I can see HTTP in plain text. Well, first I gotta go to HTTP website. Huh. But TLS looks different. Is that because it's encrypted? Is that why I can't see? I don't know. Okay. I'm just getting more questions than answers now. Okay. Fuck. Used to create a secure connection like for HTTPS. It's not common, where it's critical for encrypted communication. Each of these methods has its own set of security rules. For example, patch requests should be validated to avoid inconsistencies, and options and trace should be turned off if not needed to avoid possible security risk. And these are under HTTP methods. Okay. URL path. The URL path tells the server where to find the resource the user is asking for. For instance, in the URL TryHackMe API, blah, 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 the path API users 123 identifies a specific user. Attackers often, is that even a website? I wonder if that's even a real web page. Not found. Oh. Attackers often try to manipulate the URL path to exploit vulnerabilities, so it's crucial. validate the URL path to prevent unauthorized access, sanitize the path to avoid injection attacks. What does it mean? What is sanitation? What is sanitation with injection attacks? I don't know. I'm trying to even search. Sanitation refers to the process of cleaning or filtering user. See, that's the only cool thing I like about AI, how it summarizes the shit I'm trying to. It like automatically knows what the fuck I'm trying to Google. Of changing and filtering user input data to remove any potentially harmful characters or code sequences that could be used by an attacker to inject malicious commands into a system. I bet Google was a victim of that. Like, just imagine all the shit you can just paste into Google. I bet Google was a big victim of that. And cross-site scripting by ensuring only saved data is processed by the application. I bet that's a big thing. Huh? Protect sensitive data by conducting privacy and risk assessments. Following these practices helps protect your web application from common attacks. HTTP versions. The HTTP version shows the protocol version used to communicate between the client and server. Here's a quick rundown of the most common ones. HTTP 0.9. The first version only supported GET requests. HTTP 1 added headers and better support for different types of content, improving caching. That's from 1996. HTTP 1.1 is what I see now, and it's from 1997. And it has brought persistent connections, chunk transfer encoding, and better caching. It's still widely used today. That's all I see. If I seen an HTTP packet, it's just that one. It's 1.1. HTTP 2 is from 2015. It introduced features like multiplexing, header compression, and private. What is multiplexing? I forgot what multiplexing is. Fuck. Multiplexing. Inflow signals. So what does that mean in HTTP? You can do multiple requests at once. Okay. I guess. Oh, I guess that's what's saying. And prioritization for fast performance. HTTP 3. That's only 3 years old. From 2022, built on HTTP 2, but uses a new protocol, Quick, for quicker and more secure. Oh, so that's all that. All these are probably the TLS or the HTTP, whatever. Oh God, I'm hurting my brain trying to talk. Cause I seen a bunch of quick packets, quicker, more secure connections. Although HTTP 2 and HTTP 3 offer better speed and security, many systems still use HTTP 1.1 because it's well supported and works with most existing setups. However, upgrading to HTTP 2 or 3 can provide significant performance and security improvements as more systems adopt them. Which HTTP protocol version became widely adopted remains the most common, HTTP 1.1. Which HTTP request method describes the communication options for the target resource, allowing clients to determine which HTTP methods are supported by the web server. Which HTTP request method? Options. And the HTTP request, which components, like, and it's crazy how I'm gonna know these answers now, but tomorrow I'm not gonna. All this gonna be blank again to me. And the HTTP request, which component specifies the specific resource or endpoint on the web server that the client is requesting, typically appearing after the domain name and URL. Oh, hang on. On the web server, the client is requesting, typically appearing after the domain name. Oh no. Hell, I don't know. Was it asking which an HTTP request? I don't know. Is it URL path? Oh, okay. I'm not sure really what it's asking me. Man, I really want to get this shit done. I wish there was just a video on this one. I'm a thumbs down that one because it's just it's fucking too much reading. Fuck, man. Oh. Yeah, they got GPS in the vehicles. Alright, I'm getting whispers. So, are you an affiliate? What was that? I think people are thinking I'm a TryHackMe affiliate or something. I'm totally am not. That'd be cool. I'm just some guy trying to learn. Just some guy trying to learn, man. That's all I'm trying to do. Oops, what I click? Request headers. Request headers allow extra information to be conveyed to the web server about the request. Some common headers are as follows. Is my cat still back there? No, she's not. Okay, kitty cat. I don't know where you went. Cat cam, cat camera. I don't know where you went, baby. Oh. I don't know, my cat loves sleeping on my bed, man. Request headers allow extra information to be conveyed about to the web server. I like how the hacking community, they're so uplifting. I like how we're so supportive. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even realize you can see the mic in the video. Request headers allow extra information to be conveyed to the web server about the request. Common request headers. Host, example, host, tryhackme.com. Specifies the name of the web server the request is for. The user agent shares information about the web browser the request is coming from. Yeah, it always, no matter what, it always thinks it's Mozilla. It's Google Chrome, Mozilla. Why does it always think, no matter what, it always says it's Mozilla 5.0 when damn well I'm not fucking using Mozilla. I don't understand that. I see that all the time when I'm on my Cali machine. It always says that's what it's using. Refer Google.com indicates the URL from which the request came from. Cookie. User type student room into the web application. Room stats in progress. Information the web server previously asked the web browser to store is held in cookies. Content type. Application JSON. Describes what type of format of data is in the request. So that's what it looks like. Host profile. Oh, how am I just fucking smashed some food. Why am I hungry again, man? Request body. An HTTP request such as post and put I need to eat that. Oh, my heater's still on. I think gas bill's gonna be high as shit. I can't concentrate when I'm eating, damn it. I gotta tuck my son in for bed. It's time for bed for him. Well, I really want to get this whole thing done tonight. Oh fuck. But I want to absorb what I'm reading as well. Oh, alright, man. See you, man. Appreciate y'all watching. We have a good night. URL encoded. A URL encoded application. Form URL encoded. A format where data is structured in pairs of key and value, where key equals value. Multiple pairs are separated by an @ symbol, such as key 1 equals value 1 and key 2 equals value 2. Special characters are percent encoded. Example. What is I can just get better answers. What is URL encoded? Encoding. Encoded. Convert strings into a value URL format. Oh, bit my fucking tongue. Ugh. Ah. Form data. Multi-part form data. Damn, everyone's blowing me up. Fuck. Can't concentrate like that. Oh, fuck. Oh, I can't believe I got that. That's so crazy how I got that working. Form data. Multi-part form data. Allows multiple data blocks to be sent where each block is separated by a binary string. The binary string is the defined header of the request itself. This type of formatting can be used to send binary data. Oh my God. I'm going to a concert tomorrow. It's Atmosphere, and I wonder if he's at. Was he at the Blue Note? This was 10. So I never heard of. I've heard of him before. His name's Atmosphere, and I'm going to a concert tomorrow. And it's called the Blue Note. He's got, like, I've heard this song before.
Man, I love the days when it shine.
I don't want to get demonetized or nothing. Blue Note. I'm not even monetized. I don't know why I fucking the Blue Note. Columbia, Missouri.
it's cool.
It's crazy that I don't drink or nothing, so it's kind of, I don't usually go out and do anything. Form data allows multiple data blocks to be sent where each block is separated by a boundary string. The boundary string is the defined header of the request itself. This type of formatting can be used to send binary data, such as when uploading files or images to a web server. Form data. Okay, so multi-part form data. WebKit form boundary. WebKit form boundary content. Name, username, Alexandra. Okay. Web form data, profile pic, file name. Mm-hmm. Where's that one? That's so man. She wanted a shirtless pic. Alright, I found a shirtless pic of me. It's probably. I think this guy is a dude. A JSON application JSON. In this format, the data can be sent using the JavaScript object notation. Data is formatted in pairs of name. Value. Multiple pairs are separated by commas, all contained within curly braces. JSON. That's the JavaScript. XML application. Extensible markup languages is a markup language that defines a set of rules for encoding documents in a format that is both human readable and machine readable. Text structure inside labels called tags, which have an opening and closing. These labels can be nested within each other. You can see in the example below the opening and closing of the tags to send details about a user called Alexandra. Oh, you know, I need to check. I need to see if my electric got paid. I don't remember I paid my electric. You can see in the example below the opening and closing. Oh, that's the host. What is the default content type for form submissions? Key value. Oh, that's gonna be form data. That's what's it asking? Sentence slash multi-part slash form data. Multi-part. Key value. That's right here. It's application. Application slash form URL encoded. Okay, I'm confused. That's what it is, right? Form as URL encoded. Which part of a HTTP request contains like host, user agent, content type? Guiding how the web server should process the request. That's the request body. Request header. Where's the orange cat? I want to get this done. Come on, orange cat, come inside. Okay. Our thumbs down that motherfucker. HTTP response, status line, status codes. Okay. When you interact with a web application, the server sends back an HTTP response to let you know whether your request was successful or something went wrong. These responses include a status code with a short explanation called the reason phrase that gives insight into how the server handled your request. Status line. The first line in every HTTP response is called the status line. It gives you three key pieces of information. The HTTP version, this tells you which version HTTP is being used. The status code, a 3-digit number showing the outcome of a request. I remember Internet Explorer used to always have that every time you open up something. A reason phrase, a short message explaining the status code in readable format. Where is that at now? Google Chrome. I remember we used to see that all the time. Oh, it pops up. Network tab. Oh. Then navigate to the network tab. The status code will be displayed in the status column. That's cool. Status 200. That's pretty cool. I knew there was a way to view that. Show an outcome request. A reason phrase. A short message explaining the status code in humor format. Since we already covered HTTP version status 5, let's focus on the status codes and reason phrases here. Status codes and reason phrases. The status code is the number that tells you if the request has succeeded or failed, while the reason phrase explains what happened. The codes fall into 5 main categories. Informational responses, 100 through 199. These codes mean the server has received part of the request and is waiting for the next. It's a keep going signal. That's my picture right there. See? Shows the headers, status code, 200, okay. Huh. Successful response to 200 to 299. These codes mean everything worked as expected. The server processed the request and sent back the requested data. So the server processed the request and sent back the requested data. Redirection messages. These codes tell you that the resource you requested has moved to a different location, usually providing the newer URL. 300 to 399. Client error responses 400 499. These codes indicate a problem with the request. Maybe the URL is wrong or you're missing some required information like authentication. Server error. Oh, client error is my end. Server error responses are 500 to 599. These codes mean the server encountered an error while trying to fulfill the request. Server sided, not client's fault. Common status codes. Here are some of the most commonly seen status codes. 100, continue. The server got the first part of the request and is ready for the rest. 200, okay. The request was successful and the server is sending back the request to the resource. That's what all these are right here. Let's see that in here. What is that cat messing? What are you talking with, cat? It just wants to come in and out as it pleases. 301. Moved permanently. The resource you're requesting has been permanently moved to a new URL. Use the new URL from now on. Ooh, I wonder what. Let's see what because I haven't messed my website. I don't know how it's still active. Like, I still get emails and shit. 404. Not found. 404 not found. Server cannot find a resource that giving you a double check that you got the right address. 500 internal server error. Something went wrong on the server's end and it could process your request. What part of HTTP response provides the HTTP version status codes and brief explanation? That's the status line. Which category of HTTP response codes indicates that the web server has encountered internal? It's client error messages. Client error responses. What? Server. Which category? Assuming response codes indicates the web server encountered an internal issue was unable to fulfill the client's request. Which HTTP status code indicates that the requested source cannot be found on the web server? 404. Oh, that's true. Where did I seen that? Response headers and body. When a web server responds to an HTTP request, it includes HTTP response headers. Response headers. When a web server responds to an HTTP request, it includes HTTP response headers, which are basically key value pairs. These headers provide important information about the response and tell the client using the browser how to handle it. Picture an example of an HTTP response with the headers highlighted. Key headers like content type, content length, and date gives important details about the response the server sends back. So it's all in the network tab. Okay. Some response headers are crucial for making sure the HTTP response works properly. The date, content type, example content type, text, require the response, text, HTML. Where does it see that at? What's 304 mean? I was waiting to redirect. Okay. Example. These are required response codes. It needs this server. Where does it say server at? What kind of server software is handling the request? It's good for debugging, but it can also reveal server information that might be useful for attackers. So many people remove or obscure this one. Yeah, I don't see that. Other common response headers. Besides the essential ones, there are other common headers that give additional instructions to the client or browser to help control how the response should be handled. Set cookie. Example, set cookie session ID blah. This one sends cookies from the server to the client. This one sends cookies from the server to the client while the client what? This one sends cookies from the server to the client. Cache control, example, cache control. This header tells the client how long it can cache the response before checking with the server again. 600 time to live, 600 what? No cache. If using no cache. Max age 600 milliseconds maybe? How long is that? So 600 seconds. 600 divided by 60. It's 10 minutes. Location, example, location, indexation. This one's used in redirection code responses. It tells the client where to go next and the resource has to move. If users can modify this header in their request, be careful to validate it and sanitize it. Otherwise, you could end up with open redirect vulnerabilities where attackers can redirect users to harmful sites. What does it mean to sanitize? To sanitize header request. The HTTP response body is where the actual data lives. Things like HTML, JSON, images, and a server that the server sends back to the client to prevent injection attacks like scripted. User generated content before including it in the results. I'm so fucking tired of being hungry. Which flags should be added to cookies in the set cookie HTTP response to ensure they are already transmit HTTP? Secure. Which flag should be added to the set cookies? For me to access. So tired of fucking always being hungry when I try to study. I'm hungry, dude. Emmett, what is clickjacking? Content security policy. finish this lesson. I'm so tired of just being hungry every 10 seconds, though. Fuck, man.
Who's your favorite rapper?
My favorite rapper is Krishan Rock.
Okay, let's go. What's your best pickup line?
Blueface.
Click jacking.
Clickjacking or UI redressing is a technique that deleting bad account. In here we want a position, so
There's nothing. Content security policy. Content security policy. I think I'm going to a concert tomorrow. am I just always hungry? Content. Looking at example of CSP header. Content security policy. Can't stop eating. It says the response header in the network tab. Where? No, that's driving. It's hard to fucking concentrate when you're hungry every 10 fucking seconds. Fuck. Which the fuck? Which mean? Which specifies the policy for where style sheets can be loaded from. Maybe it'll show me the next ones. Maybe it'll show me how to find it. Strict transport security. HSTS header ensures the web browsers will always connect over HTTPS. Strict transport security. So if it don't have strict, I mean, but it still goes to HTTPS regardless. How does it not have that? It's saying that website does not have strict transport security, but no matter what, it will not let me go to an HTTP site. And it's HTTP 2. This optional setting allows the website to be included in the preload list. Browsers can use preload lists to enforce HSTS even before having their first visit to a site. X content type options. The X content type options header can be used to instruct browsers not to gas the multi-purpose internet mail extensions. Is an internet standard that extends the format of email messages to support text and character sets over audio. Not, but only use the content type header. Here's an example. X content type options, no sniff. Here's a breakdown of the X content type options header by directive. This directive instructs the browser not to sniff or guess the multi-purpose internet mail extensions. Refer policy. This header controls the amount of information sent to the destination web server when a user is redirected from a source web server, such as when they click a hyperlink. The header is available to allow web administrators to control what information is shared. Here are some examples of refer policy. Refer policy: no refer, same origin, strict origin, when you cross origin. Here's a breakdown of the refer policy, header by drivers. No refer. This completely disables any information being sent by the referrer. Same origin. This policy will only send referrer information when this is part of the same origin. This is helpful when you want referrer information passed when hyperlinks are within the same website but not outside to external websites. Strict origin. I think Google's not that good. This policy only sends the referrer as the origin when the protocol stays the same. So a referrer is sent when an HTTPS connection goes to another HTTPS connection. Strict origin when cross origin. This is similar to strict origin, except for same origin request, where it sends the full URL path in the origin header. And then content security policy, which property can be set to define where scripts can be loaded from. script source when configuring the strict transport security. Ensure also of the site open. Which HTTP header directive is used to prevent browsers from interpreting files as a different multi-purpose meme type other than what is multi-purpose internet mail extension is an internet standard that extends the format of email messages to support texting. I'm not really comprehending this shit. Click the view. API user 2 and update the country above. I'm so lost on this. Country, U.S. Okay, I was confused on that. Make a delete request. I'm not really sure what I did. Man, that was really fucking long and